Hello my little peeps, welcome to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today we're building another cottage in Henford on Bagley, only with base game and the Cottage Living Expansion Pack. It is located on Cordelia's secret cottage, which is at the top of the map, like probably like in the middle actually, like on top. I guess we all know this lot already. Yeah, and it has one bedroom and one bathroom, and I'm pretty sad that I could not use the new pack already, but as soon as it will be out tomorrow, I will use it and I will build another cottage or like fairy home. I'm just so excited to see the new build and buy items and everything, and even like the fairies. I'm actually deciding, or I'm not really sure if I want to do like a fairy let's play. Maybe that's something I want to do, but I'm not really sure. As I already said, I'm more like a builder. Yeah, so that's something I will have to decide in the future. But for now, I am actually pretty stunned. We have some videos online already from like Lil Simsy and mostly like the biggest Sims creator, and from what I saw, I was just so stunned. The overall vibe and like the build and buy items, the greenery and everything is just so perfect. So yeah, that's something I am very excited. Yeah, but back to the build. I play tested this home, so everything should function as intended. So yeah, that's kind of like something I now had the time to do. I feel a lot better. I mean, I'm not healthy. I am not recovered, but I do feel a lot better than the past few days. I actually slept a lot. I took my antibiotics and everything, so yeah, they helped. And yeah, so I hope I have my urge and my excitement back to make videos for you. Yeah, so as you can see, we're already inside of the cottage. I decided actually on this teal color for the kitchen. I actually saw the swatch and I was, pretty. I was in love actually, just because it's so beautiful, and I tried first to match like everything to this teal color, but I felt like that didn't work as well as I wanted it to. Yeah, so I scrapped that idea and just stuck with the overall white color scheme. Like I just looked at the things and just decided on what swatch I liked. Actually, I had not that much of a thought process behind that. But actually the inside came together already. That is, I haven't thought about that it took not that long to figure out how the floor plan is what the floor plan is going to be. Okay. The only thing I will change actually is the bed. I felt like the double bed was a little too big. We don't have that much space just because it is a tiny cottage. So I just put a single bed in there. But that's pretty much it. Like, everything just stays the same. The only thing, I will go back later and start cluttering everything a little more. For now, I just wanted to make everything a little more, not really personal, like just make it, so it's furnished. Just because I thought I didn't had that much time building this, but I had enough time to clutter everything. Yeah, now we're actually onto the outside. As you can see, I use the stones as well, again, just because I felt like that fit a lot with the cottage vibe. Since I've used these stones the first time in my forest cottage build I did a few days ago, I think, or weeks even. It's pretty long since I've started YouTube. Yeah, since that I'm actually loving these stones because I just feel like they make everything a little more beautiful, and for cottages I feel like that works a lot better. Yeah, and you already saw, or you can see now, I use my little flowers again, the flowers I use every time. That's probably something or the reason why I actually love building with cottage living and cottages, just because of the flowers. I do feel like they don't fit every style, even though I use them like in every single build, but I do feel like they mostly work with cottages, or the best with cottages. Yeah, so that's probably why I love them as much. Yeah, and now you can see I actually decided to put like a little pond on the side with a water mill. Is that what you call that? I'm not really sure. But yeah, that was something I saw actually in a picture, I think, a few years ago, and it just came to my mind, and I wanted to try that, and I'm actually so very happy with this. It's so beautiful that it even like spins when you start playing with a sim, and it just starts spinning, and it's just so beautiful. And as you can see, I already searched for that in the build and buy catalog, and I couldn't really find that. I actually had a rough time finding items, even though I started. What do you call that? Like, I only tried using base game and cottage living, and I sorted that in the catalog. But even with this, I felt like it was so hard to actually find everything I wanted to use in this build. Yeah, so that was a lot harder than I actually imagined it to be. And there you can see I wanted to use like the debug fences, but there as well, I didn't know where I could find them. I couldn't find them anywhere. So I actually just typed in fence, and there you can see I found them. So yeah, that's something maybe if you want to build with the cottage living fences, you can find them when you type in fence in the build and buy catalog. Other than that, I feel like you can't find them. Maybe it's because of the new update that came, but I don't know. I don't know if that has something to do with that, or if I'm just a little, yeah, if I had just the problem that I couldn't find them. Maybe it's easy. I don't know. Yeah, but that's the only thing. I had a pretty rough time with that. Yeah, and I also tried on this build to use the new feature, the plants on the roofing. And I do have to say, I love it. I love the feature, but the ability to place plants on the roof is a little bugged. I don't know if EA intended it to be that way, but I couldn't really, even with move objects on, couldn't really place the plants how I wanted them to place. So like when the roofing comes together, like the front part where we have the entrance and the main roofing, in the crease I couldn't really place plants. Didn't matter how I rotate them. So yeah, that is something they should probably fix, I hope. Yeah, like I said, even with move objects, it's just something I had a pretty hard time with. I mean, you see, I tried and rotated and everything, but it just wouldn't want to place where I wanted them to. Yeah, so that's kind of like the only problem I have with that. Other than that, I love the feature, and I am pretty sad that we actually got the feature that late in the game. Yeah, but now that we have it, I'm happy because it's a base game update. It doesn't come with the new pack, which is pretty good. So if you guys want to do that, you can totally do that now. Yeah, so that was kind of like something I heard about, that many people had this issue with the plans, but since I've not tried building with the new feature, I didn't came across that issue. Yeah, but now you see, I tried and I do have the same issue. It's the same for me as well. Yeah, and now I actually decided to stop with the plants on the roof, probably just because I feel like I would go overboard with them. Um, I do feel like I don't know where to stop with plants. I can place plants and place them and just don't know when to stop. So yeah, I just try to calm myself down and be like, okay, that's enough, that we don't need any more plants on the roof. Yeah, and the landscaping actually was pretty easy as well. I do feel like I had so much open space on the slot. I didn't really know what I wanted to put down here, just because, of course, with cottage living and base game, you're pretty restricted with everything. So when I built with every single pack, I don't have that much of a problem, like placing items in the backyard or in the garden. But with these two expansion packs only, or like with these packs only, it's pretty rough actually, which I haven't really thought about, just because cottage living is like an outdoor pack. So I imagined that we had enough stuff to put out here. Yeah, but like I said, it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Yeah, and I didn't want to put like the barn, the cow barn and the llama barn in here, just because I felt like that didn't fit that well. I mean, of course, I say that every time. Maybe I should do a farm build with cows and llamas and everything, but for this build, I felt like it wasn't the right thing to do, like to place them down. Yeah, so that's kind of like the only issue I had, because the cow and llama barn is actually pretty big and it could potentially take up a lot of space. But yeah, since I felt that it didn't fit that much or that good, that was something that left so much open space. And yeah, that was kind of like probably the hardest part with this build. But eventually I figured that out as well. I mean, there you can see I try to find some stuff I can put down here. Yeah, and it was a lot harder than I imagined. But we do have a grill, like a barbecue. We have like the seating you can see there. The planter pots are working totally fine. So yeah, everything, like I said, is functional. The only thing I didn't add was a fishing sign to the pond. I mean, you can place a fishing sign down and then stock the pond with fish, so you can fish there. That's something I didn't do, but if you want to add that, of course, you're free to do that. Yeah, and as you can see, we're now moving on to the inside, and that's the last part of this video. I had a pretty rough time cluttering up everything, just because we have so much kids, and it's so much easier with all the packs to clutter everything. But Cottage Living does have enough cottagecore stuff. I mean, the name implies that. Yeah, so it actually worked out the way I wanted it to. Yeah, so the only thing I think I am changing now is the bedroom, which I already said, like the bed. I changed the double bed to a single bed. Yeah, and that's pretty much everything. If you like the video and like the build, you can find that in the gallery under my ID, Cntrlie, Cntrlie, like here on YouTube. It's already uploaded, so yeah, and there you can find all my other builds. So if you're interested in any other builds, feel free to download them. And yeah, leave a like, and I would be happy if you subscribe if you like my videos and my channel. And yeah, I hope you're all having an amazing day, and we'll see us next time. Yeah, goodbye.